Grab your passports. We've got baseball tonight from Toronto. Yankees baseball comes your way next. Tuesday night baseball on the show as you get a look there at Rogers Center here in Toronto. Tonight, the opener of a three-game series between the Eastern Division leading New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Yankees baseball here on the show. Matt Vasgersian here with you. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a good matchup on the mound here in this opener.
Well, and you know, these two teams, of course, very familiar with one another. The start of another division series. So you know those two men right there have a huge task in front of them, trying to give their ball club a leg up right here in the opener.
Guys will have much more to talk about as the night progresses, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting New York Yankees as Joe Girardi's starting nine assembles this way. And there you see the starting pitcher they'll match up against as you look at his numbers on the right side of your screen. Behind him defensively, the Blue Jays take the field like so. Everett Cabrera makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening.
Second baseman, Everett Cabrera.
Grounded foul off to the right side.
First pitch, 7:07.
Now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here it comes. Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. And he is going to have extra bases to start the evening. And he's going to try for three right out of the chute tonight. And he'll get there as he kicks off the ball game with a triple.
Well, there's no doubt that this guy can motor. They're going to need his energy tonight. He gives them an early boost with that triple to open the ball game.
Jacoby Ellsbury will take his first cuts now. 0 for 4 in the ballgame back on Sunday. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game.
That's all you got to do there. Put the ball on the ground. Use the big part of the field, and that's going to get that first run home from third base.
David Rosario will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Here's the first offering. Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Now here's the pitch. And this is swung on, and it'll be another chance out there at second. And that's through, a base hit. And the hits just keep a-coming. 15 games in a row now in which he has hit safely. Giancarlo Stanton will take his first cuts now, currently second in the American League in home runs. pause. Now the pitch. Now a ball lined toward right center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And now third base coach Mike Gallego is going to windmill him on home. And the runner will score from first. And he will pull into third with an RBI triple.
This triple chases home their second run of the inning, and still with only one out, you've got to figure they've got an excellent shot to make this a 3-run inning.
Paul Goldschmidt will dig in now with 2 runs already home and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. Here's the first offering. Swing and a line drive to left. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion.
And I got a feeling the last thing these guys want to do is get someone up in the bullpen here in the first inning. And they might not have a choice because this is 4 hits against them already. And that last one was smoked.
Brian McCann will stand in for the first time now, and he does so with 22 home runs on the ledger so far. First pitch on the way. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. EK, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
Oh, he goes up the ladder on the fastball and pops this one up. And this is taken in by Reyes for out number 2.
I don't know, 2-pitch here, he knows he's got to protect. That's sort of a defensive hack, just trying to make contact, and the result, an easy pop-up.
Brett Gardner will stride in now, and he's up near the top of the American League in stolen bases, currently 3rd entering play. First pitch coming. Swinging a liner back through the box. And that is through into center field, a base hit.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cage, taking some of the movement out of his swing. Much more compact now, and he's seeing some definite results.
Garrett Cooper will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
First pitch coming. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Yankees 3, the Jays 0. Starting lineup for the Blue Jays here looks like this. They'll match it up against the big fella, as you see the numbers right there for the right-hander Matt Latos. And a look now at the defensive alignment for the Yankees behind him. Right back to work as the shortstop, Jose Reyes, digs in to lead off the bottom of inning number 1. This is grounded foul. Now here's the pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Ready with another 0-2. Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. So this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
Into the box, William Cordero, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. And Eric, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. Now they've been on a pretty good roll of late, winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
They've already given their starter a 3-0 lead to work with here, so they're in good shape to maybe build on this recent run at good form.
Ready with the 2-1. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
And you wonder if sometimes he was just getting a little too preoccupied out there with the speed at first base, and he totally loses focus on the guy at the plate. And now that essentially is going to work like a stolen base, and he's in the scoring position now on the wild pitch.
The 2-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, in that situation, you'd love to be able to get that guy up to third base with just 1 out. But this is a swing and miss type of pitcher on the mound, so you knew he'd be going for the strikeout, and he winds up getting it.
Tomas Ortega will dig in now, and as you can see, he's right up there in the American League batting race, currently second entering play. First pitch to him. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Yeah, baby, come on. Woo!
One out and a runner on second base. He waits, now the pitch. Good curveball that time in the low 80s, 0-2.
Oh, tough pitches here, back to back. And now he's not going to give him anything good with a runner at second base.
A little bit off the outside, it's 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, you know, Eric and I like to talk a lot about pitchers keeping hitters off balance at the plate. And this is an excellent illustration of what we're talking about. Now, we didn't like to be off balance at the plate, but this is what you get. He goes fast, then slow, fast, then slow. They never give him the same pitch or the same speed twice in a row. And that's how you keep a guy's timing all messed up.
Edwin Encarnacion will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran, 0-1.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
2 out here and a runner at second. Here's Latos now on 0-2. Swing and a liner toward right center. Base hit. Now a long throw home. And they are on the board as the run scores from second to narrow the gap to 3-1 now.
Well, that's an important job there, cashing in a run here in the bottom of the first. May not seem like a whole lot, but down 3-0 already. You want to make sure you get to work as quick as you can cutting into that lead. So that's a nice job of driving in their first run.
Driven the other way out to deep left field. And it's gone! He liked the first pitch he saw and deposits it over the wall. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left, number 22 on the year, and the Blue Jays are back to even now, tied 3-3.
Boy, the ball is definitely jumping here early. That's the first home run we've seen so far, but not the first hard hit ball, and it's looking like it might not be such a good night to be a pitcher.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 17 home runs, 39 driven in. And now a pitch on the way. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike two.
Well, now there's a location you want right there. If that ball gets hit, you're just going to bang it into the ground all night long.
Fastball, and that ran in on him as he had to limbo out of the way that time. And a swing and a miss as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Ronald Torres will start us off in the second inning of a tie ball game following a first inning that I think both pitchers would like to put behind them.
Yeah, it wasn't real pretty for either guy, but each of those guys got bailed out by their offenses. So now I think you come out and start the second with a new lease on life.
Ortega is there, and he's got it, and it's a first pitch out to begin the second.
Well, he gets you out there, but he's not missing many bats right now. You guys are really putting together some good swings against him so far.
Everett Cabrera will stand in for the second time here. He tripled and later scored to lead off the ball game. And this pitch is lined into center field, and he's going to reach with his second hit of the night.
Boy, the hits just keep on coming here. You see the highlighted column right there. That's 6 against him already, and we're just in the second inning.
Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Now here's the first pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Now a spin and a throw back to second. Smart to keep an eye on it. One strike home now to Ellsbury. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
I don't think he's too thrilled with himself behind the plate. It's hard to say for sure, but if he puts this ball in the bag, I think he's got a good shot at getting him at third. Instead, this one's high. He might even be fortunate it's not down the line and the runner's able to slide in safely.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a bullet back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. And that'll bring in the go-ahead run from third. It's now a 4-3 game.
Just a perfect swing right there. You'll see it head down, eyes right on the baseball all the way. Great extension. He just drives this thing into center field to score that runner for third.
Into the box now, David Rosario. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Not a bad idea right there, right after you've driven in a run. Maybe the pitcher's mind is elsewhere, so he's going on the first pitch, and he makes it into second safely with that stolen base. Now a pickoff play at second.
back in standing. And this goes right behind him at second and into center field.
Well, the difficult part about this throw for a pitcher is that when he steps off and then spins his body like that, for a brief second there, he loses sight of the second base bag. And then when you pick it back up, you've got guys moving this way and that. Sometimes it's tough to lock back on.
He's ready now. The pitch hit on the ground to shortstop. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Yeah, and unless he was going on his own down there at third, they were using that contact play where you're told wherever and whenever the ball's hit, you're off and running. You're not even paying attention to what's going on. You've got to go. They love to play an aggressive style on the bases, and it gets them a run right there.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as he'll reach for one and come up empty for the first strike. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Smoke is there, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Yankees 5, the Blue Jays 3. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play. Brian Dozier will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. 1 out, nobody on. Now here it comes. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
In now, Richie Leffler, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 249 the average coming in, 11 home runs, and he's driven in 45. No offer at the curveball either. It's 2-0. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now another 2-2.
You can do it.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Another 2-2 offering. And this misses now as Latos runs the count full to 3-2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still full at 3-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. The next 3-2. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Well, this ball is rifled down that left field line. It wasn't fair by much. You'll see it just to the right of the chalk, and he's going to hustle himself up to second with a hard-hit double.
Back to the top of the order now, and stepping in is the shortstop, Jose Reyes. Now the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle.
And they're going to slice this deficit back down to one, as this should be good for extra bases. And the lead will shrink to one as the run scores from second to make it 5-4 now.
And already we've seen some hard-hit balls in these first two innings. And this was not one of those high fly ball where no one can reach it kind of doubles. This thing is a rocket shot, and it's going to wind up driving in another run.
Standing in now, William Cordero, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. That pitch count, as you see, already standing at 41.
And you don't need Eric or I to tell you about that. That's way too many this early.
Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that's through into center field, base hit. And that's going to plate the tying run from second, and we are all even at 5 aside.
It's so important to take advantage of any opportunity that comes your way. Here with 2 outs, that's a big swing of the bat, as he's able to pick up the RBI and tie up the ball game.
Into the box, Tomas Ortega, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one.
That's not really a bad take that time. You've got a guy out there on the mound that's had his hands full already, so you've got to make him prove that he can find the zone.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2. He's set, now the pitch. And he's right on the fastball there, hit pretty well out towards deep left. And Gardner there to make the catch, inning over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors and a runner left on. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are all tied 5-5. Paul Goldschmidt will stand in now as he'll get us going in the top of inning number 3.
And we've yet to see a 0 on that scoreboard so far, so he'll be looking to get something started again.
First offering on the way. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. And the pitch. Now the 0-1 is lifted in the air out to left field. 1 away here to begin the third.
This is not normally the kind of swing you associate with a good hitter like this. I mean, he's caught reaching for a pitch that he really has no business swinging at. That becomes a very easy out.
Brian McCann will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. 1 out, nobody on. Now the pitch. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1. So 1-1 home. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Here comes the 1-2. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. He'll try again, 1-2. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now another 1-2. Now a ball hit down the line in the air. This has a chance, and oh, it's high off the foul pole for a home run. A solo home run for Brian McCann. Number 23 for him thus far, and this one gives him the lead at 6-5.
Well, the only question here was he going to be able to keep this ball fair? I thought this thing had a chance to go upper tank, but you'll see it hit way up there on the foul pole, and that's no cheapie right there. He gave that one a pretty good ride.
Here's Brett Gardner now.
Brett Gardner.
Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
First pitch coming. Swing and a liner. But foul. Now here's the pitch. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Here it comes.
Come on, move it, let's go.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And Reyes will put this one away, and the side is retired. 1 for the Bombers here on the home run by Brian McCann. Bottom of the third coming up. It's now 6-5 New York. Edwin Encarnacion makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1.
Now, after a rough couple of innings, you'd like to give your guy a chance to straighten himself out here, but I also think you got to keep your options open in case he just doesn't have it.
Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And that ball is out of here. And the home half of the third starts with a home run. So a solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion. Number 23 for him thus far. As they pull even, it's 6-6 now.
About the only silver lining to this one from a defensive point of view is it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. You can survive it when this guy's hitting solo shots. If he's doing this with 2 or 3 men on base, then things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Here's Justin Smoke now. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
2-0 now. And now a pitch on the way. And this is heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Now the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
That's a nice comeback there after the home run. Sometimes the home crowd gets a little amped up, so you start to rush a little out there and make things worse, but he's able to bounce back and get him to chase one here with 2 strikes.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1.
He did not like that one bit. So it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff. Don't do it around the dome.
1-2 with 1 away. Now he takes something off there as this is skied out to deep center field. And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2.
And with 2 strikes, when you force a hitter to hit your changeup, that's how you take his power away, especially when it's down in the zone. That's a sign of a smart pitcher right there.
Yasmani Grandal will dig in. He popped out in foul territory his first time. Now here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Now here it comes. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
And this has been a pretty good comeback from that leadoff home run. 2 straight outs now, and 2 strikes here as well.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1 and 2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Not too sure how you take that one on him.
Yeah, not too sure how you call it a ball either.
Reaches for one and slaps it down the line at third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. The Jays get a run on the Encarnacion home run. We're through 3 north of the border, and we're all even now at 6 and 6. Ronald Torres will stand in to lead things off here, and can you believe it? A tie ball game again.
Yeah, this thing has had more ups and downs than my 401k, and I've got a feeling we've got some more to come.
There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Cordero is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Everett Cabrera will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Let's go.
The pitch. And, oh, he definitely broke the plane there as he went after the pitch inside, and it's strike 2. Now here's the pitch. Out in front as he yanks this down the line at first. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Here's the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Jacoby Ellsbury will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
And looked like he jammed him that time a bit as it's hit in the air to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1, 2, 3. We're still tied 6 and 6. Now the first pitch. Brian Dozier will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and you don't have to look much further than that location right there to see why he's been struggling. That pitch is right down the middle to start this at-bat.
Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Now a swing and a fly ball, not hit all that well out towards Stanton in right. And he puts it away for the first out. And these 2 teams right back at it tomorrow night. We'll have coverage of Game 2 of the series in high definition on the show as you get a look there at the 2 starters scheduled to oppose one another. Richie Leffler will stand in. He doubled and later scored his first time. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. 6 runs, 7 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. Hit on the ground, but foul. Here's Latos now on 0-2. That's hard hit back up the middle. Few steps to his left. He's got it. On to first, and a fine start to the inning here for Latos, 2 away. Jose Reyes will dig in. He doubled home a run last time around. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now here's the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. 2-1 now to Reyes. Nipped the corner, 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo home run for Jose Reyes. Number 10 for him on the year as they move out in front 7-6.
You know, it's just not that often that you're going to beat a guy like this around the yard the way they've done so far. I mean, he came into this game with an ERA in the 2s, but he's going to get up there after this shellac.
Out of the Yankee dugout now is Joe Girardi as he'll head toward the mound. And that'll be the end of the evening now for Matt Latos. So he'll make a beeline for the showers, I'm sure, as he's going to want to put this awful night behind him as quickly as possible. Chasen Shreve is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. William Cordero will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Here it comes. Oh, he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. A run for the Jays on the solo homer. We're through 4, and this is now a 7-6 ball game. David Rosario will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Here's the first offering. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
And the pitch. And now this is swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game. And boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. Giancarlo Stanton will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. Here's the first offering. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a solo blast off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. Number 26 for him on the season, as that'll pull him into a tie at 7-7.
Well, so much for that 6 in a row he'd retired. That guy just says, take that.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now the pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. Right there is Reyes. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
This ball's hit pretty sharply here towards the hole, but then you see he's able to backhand this thing and then use that cannon he's got to fire it across the diamond and get his man.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. 7 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. Reyes has got it. Throw in time. Oh, and that was some effort. And with it, the side is retired. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stoppage short. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Tomas Ortega come in now to start things off in, if you can believe it, a tie ball game again.
Yeah, we've already seen some body blows here and a few haymakers to go along with it, but I'm with you. Hard to believe that this game is tied again.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. And the catch is made, 1 away. Edwin Encarnacion will dig in. A home run his last time. First pitch on the way. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Pitch on the way. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Ready on 2-1. Another chance out there at shortstop. Throw on to first will take care of Encarnacion for the second out. Justin Smoak will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So they get a 2-out base runner here following the base hit, and that leads us to check out the league leaders in team batting average. And we find that these guys are currently 4th best in that category in the junior circuit. Josh Donaldson will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
And that 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
He's set, now the pitch. Using the fastball exclusively here, it's 0-2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that.
And hold that thought, as that's a strikeout for out number 3, so the inning will come to an end. 1 left for Toronto. This remains a 7-all tie. get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
62.
Brett Gardner will start things out for the Yankees here in their half of the 6th.
Leading off for the Yankees, the left fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
Water. Get water.
Fouled back. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. Now here's the pitch. Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
It's been a game of offense so far, so no surprise the leadoff man's on base again. So let's see what we've got in store for us this time around.
Garrett Cooper will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. First pitch coming. He's running towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw down to second here is by him and into center field.
Disappointing for him behind the plate because I think he had a good shot at throwing his man out. But as you can see, this throw just sort of takes off on him and it goes straight into center field.
A runner in scoring position with none out. From the belt, the pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. As a look, now the pitch. And they tie him up in proverbial knots there as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. It looked to me like that was the right call.
Stepping in now, Ronald Torres. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score.
And here's just a case of a guy at the plate doing the little things to help his team win. And he gives his guys the lead here following the RBI groundout.
Everett Cabrera try and start over now with the bases empty and two away following the RBI groundout. Way off balance hack that time, good for the first strike.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
One pitch coming now to Cabrera. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Gonna be extra bases. Running hard, he's digging for second. Now Cabrera rounds second. He's gonna try for 3. And he is into third with a triple, his 3rd hit of the night.
Yeah, getting 1 triple in a game is rare enough, but getting 2 is something you might see once a year. But just like the last one, he hits second base here under a full head of steam and makes it into third with his 2nd triple of the ballgame.
Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch coming. And now a swing and a ball hit hard back up the middle. And the throw from shallow right in time at first, and the inning will come to an end. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. It's the Yankees 8 and the Blue Jays 7. Yasmani Grandal will dig in for a third time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. First pitch to him. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Here's the pitch. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count. Now the pitch. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Another 0-2 home. Good waste pitch, 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
The second baseman, number 2.
Brian Dozier will stand in now. He struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Now here it comes. And a strike to even the count, 1-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
The count is
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Here's the lefty's offering on 1-2. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Richie Leffler.
Richie Leffler will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. And the pitch. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order. Certainly still in this one, however. It's 8-7. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. It's been a high-scoring affair thus far as we take a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Steve Delabar is on the pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. David Rosario will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Third baseman, David Rosario.
Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
Now the pitch. Ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now the 1-1. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. Leffler will wait on it. 1 down.
Up next for the Yankees, right fielder,
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle inning. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And here's the first pitch. And a little behind on the fastball there as he pokes it foul. It's strike 1. Here it comes. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Pitch on the way. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. The next 0-2. Swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out. Paul Goldschmidt will step in, a ground out victim as last time. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. The pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now a pitch on the way. And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. And Reyes will put this one away, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. Bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch here in Toronto. It's the Yankees 8 and the Blue Jays 7. Sharply hit back up the middle, and the tying run is on to start the inning. It's a leadoff single.
It doesn't take long for him to find some trouble here in the 7th. One pitch in the inning, and he's already got the tying run on base. That could spell trouble.
William Cordero will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Fastball in there for a called strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. From the stretch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's a big strikeout here with that tying run still at first. Now you're basically a ground ball away from getting out of this.
Tomas Ortega will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
This ball's not hit all that sharply, and I think a lot of pitchers would have been content just to take the out at first base. But he forces it into second base, and he winds up getting his lead man.
Edwin Encarnacion will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Now here's the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Blue Jays held in check, and this one remains tight. It's 8-7. Brian McCann will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Brian McCann.
Now the first pitch. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Now the pitch. Fouled straight back. Now here's the pitch. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. Brett Gardner will step in. Singleton came around to score his last time. First offering on the way. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first, gets him from shallow right, and there's out number 2.
Well, this is great work by a setup man here. You know, his task coming in was to keep this ball game close. And he's done that all right as he's retired 5 in a row since coming on in the 7th inning.
On the ground for the shortstop, Reyes. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. And this remains a close one. It's 8-7. Justin Smoak will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And the pitch. Another fastball, another called strike, 0-2 now. Here's the pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Yeah, in the 8th inning of a one-run game, it's always important to get that first out. Put that offense on their back heels.
Josh Donaldson will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike, 0-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Here's a swing and a ground ball. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Number 9.
Steven Tsai will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Steven Tsai.
A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Certainly still in this one, however. It's 8-7. Deonder Navarro is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate. Ronald Torres will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Didi Gregorius will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Here it comes. Now a ball sliced hard on the ground. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Now batting.
You see here from above, since he's left-handed, he's got the third baseman playing well off the line. I don't know if this is exactly where he intended to hit the baseball, but it works out for him.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Into the box now, Everett Cabrera. Bunt attempt misses. The throw down. And not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Pickoff move to second, and he's back in standing. A runner at second, nobody out. Getting a few steps off a second there, now the pitch. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. A decent lead at second, here's the pitch. And this might advance the runner as it's on the ground to second. 1 away. Jacoby Ellsbury will dig in with a very important insurance run 90 feet away at third. Now here's the first pitch. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll tack on an important run here with the sac fly as it's now a 2-run lead.
And that could wind up being a very big insurance run here in the late going. Anytime you can get your bullpen an extra run to work with, they'll thank you for it. And this pushes the lead up to 2 now.
In now, David Rosario. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
The 1-0 home. Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 31 for him on the season as they jump ahead by 3.
And you know, this late in the game, any extra runs that you can tack on carries so much importance. And this is going to make it a 3-run lead now here in the top of the 9th. So that could wind up being a little too tough to overcome.
Now batting, right fielder.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Pitch on the way. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2. Now the Yankees, with their 3 home runs now, still have a ways to go to match their record for a single game. Twice in their history, they've hit 8 of them, most recently in 2007. Here comes another 0-2. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. The Yankees are out in front, 10-7. Didi Gregorius will stay in the ballgame as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 18.
Aroldis Chapman is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Now pitching for New York, number 54, Aroldis Chapman.
Brian Dozier will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Now a swing, and wouldn't you know it, here's a ground ball to the guy fresh into the ballgame out at short. And reined in 1 away. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Richie Leffler will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The next pitch. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. The 2-0 on the way. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. A 2-1 offering. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. But right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
Yeah, and now just 1 out away from wrapping up this one, and that would certainly be a good way to start the series if they could take Game 1 on the road.
Jose Reyes will stand in as their last chance now. First pitch coming. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. Oh, a tough play. On to first, and that's your ball game.
And how about that for putting an exclamation point on a victory? Just a super play there to record the final out with some style.
Fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game, and a couple of those were key hits that helped lead his guys to victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Harros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Yankees come out on top 10-7. Good night from Toronto.
For the Blue Jays, 7 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 9 minutes. A reminder that extra subway trains will be available at the Union and St. Andrews Station. The King Street streetcar provides access to St. Andrews Station via the ends of John Street or Peter Street. Light rail transit is also available along Queens Quay from Union Station.